Hey everybody, Ryan Schramm. Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be taking you through an area of San Clemente, a beach community. It's called the T Street neighborhood. T Street neighborhood, it's going to be super hyper focused on the homes in the heart of T Street. And what makes this neighborhood so cool and so special, like so many of the other neighborhoods, especially in Southwest San Clemente, the greater area of where we're at today is Southwest San Clemente, which is basically from Trafalgar down to Cypress Shores in the very furthest south you can go in San Clemente, and ocean side of the 5 freeway. So we're in Southwest San Clemente in the T Street neighborhood, and what I wanted to say is what makes it the T Street neighborhood and so special is it orientates with T Street Beach. It has an amazing beach access in T Street with a pedestrian bridge crossing over the train tracks and down to the sand with fire pits, a little snack shop called West Toast, an amazing wave at T Street proper, and the homes in this neighborhood in the heart, and I'm outlining it here on a map for you, overlaying this map so that you can see basically you have the streets Cristobal, Esplanade, and all the little interior streets in between and the finger shooting away that make up this neighborhood. And as we drive through here, we're crossing over Toledo and heading down Cristobal towards the water. All of these homes, these unique beach houses, you know, built in different years, all kind of custom to whoever built them at the time, with ages ranging from, you know, 50s to new construction present day. All these properties are so walkable to this beach, and the fact that you can hear the waves here, the amazing sunrises and sunsets, everything in this neighborhood is just awesome beach living. And every home too is unique in that, does it have ocean views? Some of these homes have fantastic ocean views. Some of them don't, but they still have the access. So I see this right now as a neighborhood with amazing potential too. There's still a lot of homes in this neighborhood that haven't been redone, and they're just they're kind of calling to be remodeled or rebuilt. So as you can see, as we're pulling down Cristobal here, this is the beach access, the pedestrian bridge. But what makes T Street cool also is that it's very close to San Clemente Pier. So you have this amazing view of the pier. It's super easy to drop down onto the beach trail and walk to the pier area. There's also public parking, so that's important to note too, because on your holidays or your busier weather, good weather weekends around summertime, and you know, when people are vacationing and off school, this area will get busy too. And the parking on the neighborhood streets fills up. So if you want to be close to a great beach access like T Street, but you just can't stand like people coming from out of the area and parking in public parking, then maybe this isn't the neighborhood for you. But if you're okay with a little bit of traffic on, you know, like on the busier times, but otherwise pretty much local traffic, then this is a great spot. Now we're kind of climbing up now on Esplanade, and there's these really great cul-de-sacs. I'm going to take you down Conchita, and you can see like what is possible. A lot of the homes here have been remodeled or redone. These are going to have great ocean views. You've got like a kind of a more humble single level house here mixed in with a brand new construction, very modern 2-story property. And kind of what you can expect in this community too is, for example, like at 4th of July, there's a parade for the T Street neighborhood where people kind of rally and get in their golf carts, get in their bikes, and make a little parade route. It's a cool community, and it's kind of central and focused on this heart that I showed you on the map earlier. And within here, you have properties that, you know, on the very low end, like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 1950s home that might trade for like the low 2 millions, like 2.1 or 2.2. Up to homes that have been completely remodeled, 4,000 square feet, that haven't sold, but if they did, it would probably be close to 10 million. So quite a mix. But what's cool about that is it makes the possibility to remodel or build new. You have a lot of upside. You can put in, almost the sky's the limit on what you can do to a house, and you'll still have a return on your investment when the project is complete. Just like this house up on our right here, this was a small 2-bedroom, 2-bath cottage that was scraped, and they're putting a new close to 4,000 square foot home, amazing ocean view, and something like this could be worth 7 or 8 million when it's done. And you'll see kind of as I drive through the street, this is La Rambla. You'll see a mix of new construction here on the left. This property, this was done by a regional developer, Thomas James. It used to be a small 1,300 square foot mid-century build. The regional developer came in, scraped it, built a 3,600 square foot new construction home. And this house traded for 4.2 and change when it wasn't even complete yet. So they bought it while it was under construction. The new owner bought it, and then the builder finished it. So it's probably worth quite a bit more than that now because it's done. Now, we talked about beach traffic and people visiting and parking at the T Street beach access proper, but these streets are a little bit more quiet. If you were looking for something that was not as busy but still very close to the action, La Rambla, Poco, Paseo, these are great streets that they'll fill up on a weekend or a holiday, but otherwise they're relatively very quiet. Now, this is a cool part of T Street too. It's a little bit tucked back. We're still on La Rambla, but we're on the 300 block now. The previous block was the 200. And this is a little bit quieter back here. It's kind of off the beaten path. On our left here is a gated community within the T Street neighborhood. It's called La Ladera on a street, Boca de Cannon. So that's a very unique neighborhood. We'll take you in there so you can kind of experience what that looks like. But some very, very unique properties here. All of these homes are on the bluff now. Like this property here, this is an old pool house for a once much larger grand property that was split in. Some of the new construction behind me was part of that. But this property is going through plans to be completely renovated, and it's gonna be a super nice Bluff-Front home here in the future. Okay, so we just entered into La Ladera, which is a gated community in its own little enclave, kind of part of the greater T Street neighborhood. Also referred to the beach out in front, the hole. And this is a really special spot too. With the gate, you get that extra element of privacy. You don't have the beach traffic parking on the streets. And there is a couple of spots, pedestrian and bike beach access points here that make it super convenient to get down to the sand. So this is one of the areas in San Clemente where you can pretty much get right up onto the sand, which, believe it or not, is easier said than done, because you have other homes that are on the bluffs, which are big stairs down to the beach. You have some of the homes that are on the beach in the gated community, which also require big stairs down to the beach. So the hole is pretty much the closest you can get to the sand in Southwest San Clemente. And the homes on the right, they're all limited to single level from the street. Some of them do tier down a little bit, but they're required to be single level on the view side, and then you have 2 and 3 level on the other side of the street looking over these homes. So really good ocean views from La Ladera. Some really amazing properties in here. This one up here on the right just sold for right around 6.5 million. This was a 3,500 square foot house, pretty much with this view. which it's hard to argue that. So this is a cool spot where very rarely do homes get listed in here. You might get one per year, if that. But if this is something where you're like, Ryan, we have to be super close to the beach. We want to be able to walk. We want it to be easy, and we want a view. I'm definitely going to bring you through here, show you some properties that have sold in the past so that we can target the next one that would be coming available. And right up here on our left, this is one of the pedestrian access points. The other one was just back there where that house sold for 6.5. But this is a great spot because you could just walk down on a little decomposed granite trail that ties right into the San Clemente Beach Trail. And the San Clemente Beach Trail is a super cool attraction as well. It's about 3.5 miles long in total, and it goes from Calafia State Beach up to the pier and past the pier all the way to North Beach. So it's a great spot to walk. You can ride a bike, no e-bikes are allowed on there, or walk the dogs. It's just a great attraction to get out and exercise on the trail, walk the trail, and hit some of the different beaches and attractions at the pier. So we're gonna take you out of La Ladera now and finish up on some of the last remaining streets in that heart of T Street. Okay, so we're pulling out of La Ladera. That's the only gated community in the T Street neighborhood, and one of just a very unique gated community in all of Southwest San Clemente. And to just kind of finish up, we've got this last little street, Poco Paseo, which has some good opportunities. It still has some of the older houses that haven't been remodeled yet. So I always tell my clients, if you're looking for something to kind of get into the T Street neighborhood, this is a great street to target. At some point, these houses will trade hands and they're prime candidates for a remodel. So if you're looking for something like a fixer-upper, this is a great spot to kind of just watch and wait for the next one to come up, because there's a lot of benefit to being in this neighborhood, and every dollar you put into a remodel comes out with some larger return on investment just because of the proximity to the beach. So if this T Street community is something that's interesting to you, reach out to me. What a lot of my clients love is they'll reach out to me, they'll say, hey, we have a trip in San Clemente in the next few months. We'd love to get together with you. We can meet up at my office, hop in my car and do this in person, and we can get out, experience the different beach access points, and you can figure out, is this a community that resonates with me? Is this the lifestyle that I'm looking for? So many people are often trying to decide between, do I want to be at the beach where I can walk to the sand, or do I want to be up on the hill with the big ocean view? So that's something we can do as well. And it doesn't matter if it's, you know, an immediate requirement for you, or if this is something you're looking to do in the next year or two. I have plenty of clients that are reaching out to me in 2 or 3 years in advance preparing for this move. So if that's you, shoot me an email or shoot me a text. I'd love to hear from you.